आई मीन आपने सारी चीज़ें तो रियल में दिखा दी, 1984 के राइट्स आपने दिखाए हैं, 1993 बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट, 2008 की 26/11 अटैक, एवरीथिंग, कारगिल वॉर, everything was real. So why did you included this fake narrative that terrorists are also humans? This could have been completely avoided, Mr. Amir, but you did because you have that prem, and that is why your film was boycotted. Hi, hello, namaste. My name is Akash. Welcome to the Modern Critique YouTube channel. And before I get further into the video, would request you all to subscribe to this channel because I talk about national and global issues. Now, I have seen the much awaited film of Mr. Amir Khan called the Laal Singh Chhada, which was actually started being boycotted before the film was even released. And part of the reason why I was excited more than anyone else was because this is one of the first few Indian films which is adopted from Hollywood, and that too Oscar winning film. I mean, which has really done great commercially, and the content wise a film has done really great, called Forrest Gump. That film is being adopted in our India. I mean, it's a pride for us that they have given us the rights to make this film. So that is why I was quite excited, and also because Amir Khan was associated with it, and he is called the perfectionist. And Mr. Amir Khan has also represented our Indian cinema to the global audience. So that is why I was quite excited. Let's talk about the film. First, I'll be revealing the plot and not giving any spoilers, and then would be talking about what I loved about the film and also what I really disliked about the film, and also the major criticism. Laal Singh Chhada is a story about a guy named Laal Singh Chhada himself, who is mentally and physically not as normal as other people around him, due to which he is facing major challenges in living a quite a normal life. And like every other parents, his mother wants a very bright future for him. But Laal Singh Chhada is, as I said, he's physically and mentally not as mature as other people. So he's quite in his own world, but he himself wants to do great things in life. So that's the I'll say a hint of what the film is all about. In between developing Amir Khan's character, we get to see 1984 Sikh riots and 1993 Bombay blast, 2008 26/11 attacks. Now I'll be talking about the advantage of the film. The very first thing which I actually like about the film was the background music. It's been a while since I have seen a film which has such a fine background music. I mean, background music supports the film so well that you actually imagine that whoever has designed the background music has done a very extraordinary job. I mean, it's giving me a vibe of Three Idiots sort of film, which has a very sophisticated, mystic sort of background music. So I really love the background music of the film. Now the second thing which I liked about the film was writing itself. See, you imagine that this is an official remake of a Hollywood film, and that too an Oscar winning film called Forrest Gump. So adopting it and giving it an Indian touch with major events of our country is not an easy job. It requires creativity, it requires talent, it requires out of the box thinking, revamp a plot. So writing has been wonderfully done, considering the way it has been written, the way it has been molded according to the Indian audience. So writer has done a very good job. Now the third thing which was very well done in the film was the mother-son relationship. It has been depicted so beautifully. That is what we Indians want. You know, when we see cinema, we need such kind of characters. We need such sort of spaces in our film to show paternal relationships, maternal relationships, family values. So in this film, the relationship of son and mother is depicted beautifully. The fourth thing which I really loved about the film was Mona Singh, who has played Amir Khan's mother in the film. She has done an extraordinary job. She has just given her career best performance. I don't know why actresses like Mona Singh get a very minimal exposure in the film industry, and due to that their talent or the ability that they have inside them is just limited, because this industry is not giving chance to these people. And that's a very personal opinion. I might also be wrong, but that's what I felt, that Mona Singh is really great actress, and we need more of her films in future. And then she just disappeared. So I don't know if this film industry is not giving her enough chance, or she herself is not willing to portray. I don't know, but it's what I felt. Now I'll be talking about the things which I didn't like about the film at all. The very major thing which I was very disappointed was the duration of the film. See, duration of this film is so long. It's so long that you actually start testing your patience. You actually start giving up. Till interval, the film was very well executed, right from Laal Singh's childhood to becoming Amir Khan, whoever, the younger Laal Singh, and the overall storytelling before interval was very well executed. But after the interval, the film falls so flat that it starts testing your patience. You lose your patience so much कि 2 घंटे 15 मिनट हो गए यार, अभी कितनी फिल्म और कितनी लंबी खींचोगे. But it extends more. It really bores you. There's nothing material after the interval, so it just it adds nothing in the film. I didn't expect, because nothing happens in the film at the end. It just ends without any message, without any conclusion, without even giving a hint कि चलो audience आप ये दिमाग में लेके जाओ घर. कुछ नहीं होता ऐसा. So that's the thing which I really didn't like. The second thing which I dislike about the film was Amir Khan himself. I mean, he has really done a very pathetic job. He has literally fucked, I'll say, his character. That fakeness and acting as if you're mentally challenged was quite funny, to be honest. See, if you look at the original film, Forrest Gump, in that the actor Tom Hanks, he doesn't act like he's a psycho. He's not making weird faces and big eyes and all those stuff only to prove that he's mentally challenged. Instead of that, his body posture, his facial expressions is quite normal. He's not acting like he's dumb. He's not making weird faces and trying to act like he's a psycho or a mad or a mentally challenged. Instead of that, our Mr. Amir Khan is actually doing it, and he has done in Dhoom 3, he has done it in PK, and he's doing it again. There's no variation. I mean, why would you make a big faces? I mean, you could have taken inspiration from Shah Rukh Khan, who played a character in My Name is Khan, and he wasn't making weird faces, and his body language was quite calm when he was depicting a character of a mentally challenged person. So Amir Khan could have taken acting lessons from Shah Rukh Khan in this case. The other thing which I didn't like about the film was Kareena Kapoor, because Kareena Kapoor in these 5-7 years is just Kareena Kapoor herself. I can hardly remember any good shot or any wonderful dialogues given by her. She is just trying to be herself only. There's nothing distinct in her character. So now comes the time of criticism, and in this section I might be even blunt and I might even explode. So the very first question that I want to ask Mr. Amir Khan is that why you chose to depict Sardar in this film? I mean, did you find them funny, or have you taken jokes from internet, or the 80s and 90s and late 2000s of Bollywood has depicted a Sardar community as funny, so you might be thinking कि Sardar का character मैं कर लेता हूँ, so people would laugh. Because in the original version, Tom Hanks hasn't played any distinct, he hasn't wear any distinct costume which depicts a particular community. But in India, we have a very major obsession that if we want to showcase a very funny character, then picking up Sardars is easy. And that's what the Bollywood is doing every time. I think now it has been stopped, but it's what happened, and I might be even wrong in this case. I might be even wrong, but why did you choose to play a Sardar character? That's my question. Now the second question that I have is that why did you choose to get into Indian Army while depicting Kargil war? Why? Because you are a global superstar, people might be seeing your films. We have such a cold war and a very hot war relationship with China and Pakistan and these US and other countries. So why did you choose to get into, why did you even showcase Kargil war? I mean, you are playing a mentally challenged person, you're physically challenged, and in this plot you're including Kargil war for what reason? And even in that, spoilers alert, Amir Khan's character is helping the enemy. Amir Khan's character in the war, in the Kargil war, is helping the enemy side, and he's helping, he's showing humanity in the forefront. I mean, it's very good for the sake of saying, but in the war there's no rule. Once it's a war going on, then it just happens. The major problem that I have is that you could have included anything else apart from war. Your character itself is very limited. So why did you choose to include Kargil war? I mean, you could have included Godhra Kand, in which an entire section of train was burnt and 59 people had died. They were burnt alive. You could have chosen that thing to depict. Acha, sorry. You could have chosen the aftermath of Godhra Kand. You could have chosen. Now the third thing is the Pakistani prem that Bollywood has towards the Pakistan. In every other film, and especially in the 90s and 2000s, I have seen so many films in which Bollywood has so much of love, so much of obsession towards Pakistan. I mean, देश को जो बटे हुए हो चुके हैं 75 साल, देश आज़ाद हो चुका है. Pakistan itself is saying that they are official Islamic Republic of Pakistan, and they have moved on. They don't want to even be part of India. But in our country, one of the major film industry has a very soft Pakistani emotion towards Pakistan. I mean, on the basis of religion, the country was already divided, and even Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb is not a problem. But the problem is that Pakistan themselves don't want to be part of this beautiful country, India. They never showcase friendship. They are always on the verge of war. They always poke their noses in our internal matters. So they don't give a damn about the well-being of our country, and their actions have proven it. But in our country, one of the major film industry has a Pakistani pawn wala love towards this country, and I don't understand why. So this is the thing. Now, the major criticism that I have, and I won't stretch this video for a long time, is that in the backdrop of Kargil war, which is shown in this film, so as I said, that Amir Khan's character is helping the enemy side. Now enemy guy is caught. His name is Muhammad something like that. Now this enemy guy is caught, and after being caught by the Indian army, after Amir Khan is saving the terrorist, and after he's being caught and he's into the hospital, they are showing the human side of that terrorist. They are trying to showcase that terrorists also have heart. They too are humans. I mean, even though they are ready to kill 50 people, 100 people, 200 people, they can actually, they have done 9/11 attacks, they have done 26/11 attacks, they have done everything. But if they get caught now, they also have a heart. They also have feeling towards people. It's what this film is trying to show. I mean, tell me one example in which a terrorist who killed many people is being caught and he said that I have so many regrets, or it's just I don't feel good, and why am I like this? I was guided in a wrong way. It never happens. They get caught, they get rotten up in the jail, and then they get the punishment according to the crime they have done. but it never happens that these people have sympathies towards other one. I mean आपने सारी चीज़ें तो रियल में दिखा दी, 1984 के राइट्स आपने दिखाए हैं, 1993's बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट, 2008 की 26/11 attack, everything, Kargil war, everything was real. So why did you include this fake narrative that terrorists are also humans? This could have been completely avoided, Mr. Amir, but you did because you have that prem, and that is why your film was boycotted. Pakistani prem and humanizing terrorism has to stop. Otherwise, this industry it's already suffering a lot. This might not go well with more people, so you would be disappearing like you never existed. So yeah, that's the video, that's my opinion, that's my review. You can subscribe to my channel for more such content, and for supporting me in any way you can check the description. And before I sign out, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.